Hello and welcome to this week's online children's church. Okay, so we're still in lockdown. So how are you doing this week in lockdown? I hope that you're still holding on and pulling through and taking each day as it comes. So for a few weeks now, we've been looking at the Psalms. And so I thought we'd look at one more Psalm before we move on to something else. I started off by asking some of you why you liked the Psalms.
We like the Psalms because
they teach us about the nature of God
and because they're psalms for occasions.
I like the Psalms because they help me think about God. They help me meditate.
I like the Psalms because the more you dig into them, the more you find out about things.
I like the Psalms because it means God's with you all the time.
I like Psalms because they remind us what God is like and that he wants to hang out with us.
I like the Psalms because they're easy to understand for children and adults.
I love the book of Psalms because so many of the words have been made into songs that I sing on a regular basis. But I love the Psalms because they show the lives of the characters of the people who wrote them, particularly David, who wrote over half of the songs and poems that are in the book of Psalms.
I like the Psalms because they're honest.
We like the Psalms because they're like a poetry and song and they help us to pray.
I like the Psalms because it always means you're not in danger because God is always there.
Sometimes the Psalms are sad. Sometimes the Psalms are happy. Sometimes the Psalms are cross. Sometimes they're joyful. Sometimes they're scared. Sometimes they're confident. Sometimes I'm sad. Sometimes I'm happy. Sometimes I'm really cross. Sometimes I'm joyful. And sometimes I'm scared. Sometimes I'm confident. And so no matter how I'm feeling, the Psalms are always feeling the same. And you know what? Always the Psalms are in love with God. And so am I. So I love the Psalms because they love God. And so do I.
This week we're looking at Psalm 121. It's traditionally known as a traveller's psalm. Someone about to go on a journey or on a pilgrimage might use some of these words. It also is a metaphor for life. I guess as we go through a journey, there are plenty of obstacles and things that get in our way. Just as our real life, there are lots of ups and downs. But this psalm talks about God's protection. God's looking after you along the journey. It could also be seen as a blessing. Here's the psalm.
I look to the mountains, where will my help come from?
My help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth.
He will not let my foot slip. Your protector is always awake.
The protector of Israel never dozes or sleeps.
The Lord watches over you. The Lord is shade at your right hand.
The sun won't hurt you during the day, nor the moon by night.
The Lord will protect you from all danger. He will keep you safe.
The Lord will watch over your coming and going, both now and forever, and forevermore.
Amen.
Amen. Amen.
Amen.
So I hope we've encouraged you that you might want to take a look at the Psalms. I found whatever I'm feeling, Good days, bad days, when I'm happy and when I'm really angry at the world. There are psalms that reflect how I'm feeling and make it into a prayer to God. They almost say anything that you're feeling, you're allowed to bring in prayer and worship before God. So take a look, enjoy, read, use them as psalms or as songs, and we'll see you next week for Online Children's Church.